Hi, I'm Lori Rodriguez, and this is Psalms 29 today. Let it be said that you are a loved child of God. He loves you in a way that you've never been loved before. And take on that love and let your life be changed by his love. Jesus said, "Let this cup pass from me." And that cup was the wrath of God. That cup was our cup. That cup that he said, if you can let this cup pass from me, but not my will, but your will be done. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to get crucified and I don't want, obviously he didn't want any of that, but it was the wrath of God. That cup was our cup. The wrath of God was on you and was on me. And Jesus said, I'm going to take it so that now you can understand love and you can understand a sinless life. You can understand grace and mercy. And so in Psalms 29, it says, honor the Lord, you heavenly beings. Honor the Lord with his glory and his strength. Honor the Lord for the glory of his name. Worship the Lord in the splendor of his holiness. Psalms 19 says the heavens declare the glory of God. And this is a part of us engaging, like I honor you, Lord. I honor you. I honor your glory and your strength. I honor you, Lord, for the glory of your name. I worship you, Lord, in the splendor of your holiness. Sometimes, like just reading this, then we just stop and we just worship him. We just go, God, I just want to engage in what David is saying. I want to say these same things. And then the word of the Lord echoes above the sea. The God of glory thunders. Okay, so Psalms 19 says the heavens declare the glory of God. It's like David's looking up into the sky and seeing the stars and all that is there and just saying like everything speaks of you. But then here, starting at verse 3 and 29, it says the Lord's voice echoes above the sea. The God of glory thunders. Now, this is where the Lord can speak to us in a storm. So let's listen to his voice in a storm. The Lord thunders over the mighty sea. The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is majestic. And in the midst of our storms, we can ask the Lord, what are you saying to me? Like, what is it that I need to learn through this storm? The voice of the Lord splits the mighty cedars. The Lord shatters the cedars of Lebanon. He makes Lebanon mountain skip like a calf. He makes Mountain Hermon leap like a young wild ox. So God's power, just his voice, not his hand, not anything, but his voice is so powerful. He can make a mountain look like a little a calf just running around, skipping around. A mountain. Mountains are obstacles, but he can make that obstacles by his voice turn into nothing, a molehill, a small nothing. The voice of the Lord strikes with bolts of lightning. Wow. He's omnipotent and he's powerful. The voice of the Lord makes the barren wilderness quake. The Lord shakes the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of the Lord twists mighty oaks and strips the forest bare. You know, when we've had our storms and there's been a lot of rain and then the wind comes and then our trees throughout Modesto and in the area, they're falling. It's just the voice of the Lord that can make that happen. That's how powerful he is. That's who we're on his side. We are with him. And so there's no reason that we should be afraid. In his temple, everyone shouts, glory. The Lord rules over the floodwaters. He rules over the storms. The Lord reigns as king forever. The Lord gives his people strength. The Lord blesses them with peace. That's a promise. That's a promise that God has given to you and to me, that he's going to bless us with peace and he's going to give us strength in the midst of our obstacles, our storms, the things that come against us. His voice is so powerful, he can move them with his voice. Let's let him go before us and stop our enemy so that we can walk in the joy, the strength, and the blessings of what the Lord has for us each day. Today, He has that for you. That's what it's so fun serving the Lord, because He wants to go before you. He wants to surround you, and He wants to protect you. I'm Lori Rodriguez. This is Let It Be Said. You are a loved child of God.